guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm decided, instead of just going through every single color and just reading out basically every single color, I just decided, because since the cards have been out for like a couple weeks now, we actually know what most of the cards do, but let's go ahead and just focus on specific leaders and the cards within that leader, within that archetype for that leader. And let's go ahead and start off with Ginyu. Since we've literally just went over all the green and red cards, let's go ahead and start with the yellow. And I like Ginyu. I think Ginyu is very unique, one of the unique leaders here already in Fusion Worlds. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the leaders. So we have Ginyu, yellow leader. When attacking, draw one card, but when you awaken, when you're 4 or less life, you're going to switch one of your energies to active mode. So instead of drawing another card, this is the only leader in Fusion World so far that when you awaken, you untap energy, because energy is very, very important within this leader, because you want to spam out Ginyu Force cards so you can just basically just keep on attacking your opponent with little Ginyu cards, basically. So you could say, like, if you ever play like Digimon or something like that, you play what, Rookie Rush, you could say that this is like a version of Rookie Rush, but very, you know, Ginyu's kind of awkward, right? But let's just get into the awakened leader, right? So it's a 20k leader on the back. When attacking, draw one card, but to activate main, once returned, tap 3 energy, discard 2 cards, and choose all your battle cards with Ginyu and their special traits and switch them to active mode, right? So basically this effect, like I said, is kind of like a gimmick, but it's a gimmick that you could potentially win off of, depending on how many attacks you have on, attacks you have on board, right? So you're tapping 3 energy. That's a lot, right? Granted, you are untapping energy when you do awaken with your Ginyu, but you do have to pitch 2 cards also with your leader. So it's very, very taxing, but I think you only do it when you know you have game towards your opponent, right? But basically the fact that you have to restand all your Ginyu Force cards is actually pretty good. So let's go ahead and get to the actual Ginyu cards. We have a 1-drop Ginyu, 5k combo with 5k power, activate main, switch this card to rest mode, draw 1 card. Yes, you have to switch this card to rest mode, but you know, if your opponent doesn't get rid of this card, you can potentially just keep on drawing cards with this card. But there's a lot of stuff that says pop this 1-drop card, so I don't think it's going to be played in most Ginyu decks, but I can see people trying the card out, right? But then we have our 2-drop Ginyu with 0 cost combo with 20k power. This is basically like your searcher for Ginyu cards. So on play, look at the top 5 cards, reveal up to 1 non-Ginyu card with Ginyu Force with special traits, and add it to your hand. Then put the rest to the bottom of your deck in random order. So basically, this can search you any Ginyu Force card other than Ginyu itself. So you can't search any of these other Ginyus, unfortunately. Then you have your super rare for the deck. You have our 2-drop Ginyu, 5k combo with 20k power. On play, if you have 3 or more battle cards with Frieza Army and your special traits, switch up to 2 of your energy in active mode, then you can't play Ginyu for the turn. So it's very, very restrictive towards other Ginyu cards. But if you get this card down, this card is actually really good. And so potentially this 2-drop Ginyu is just a extender for your deck to for you to just keep on pressuring your opponent. So that's actually really good. So then we have our 3-drop Ginyu. It's a 10k combo with 20k power, and on play, add up to 1 extra with Ginyu Force and its special traits from your drop, and you add it to your hand. So I think this card is okay, but the most played Ginyu cards is going to be the both 2-drops, their searcher and the one that extends your plays. But then we actually have the Ginyu Force itself. We have Jace. It's a 1-drop 5k combo with 15k power and permanent. Your turn, if you have total of 3 or more cards with Ginyu Force and its special traits among your leader and battle cards, this card gains 5k power. Jace is just very, very strong, right? This card is actually just ridiculous, right? So if you have 3 or more cards with Ginyu Force and especially among your leader and battle cards. So your leader counts as one, if Jace counts as one itself, and then you just have to have one more battle card in play, and this card is just technically on just a 1-drop 20k. Jace is very, very good. I do like Jace. It's definitely going to be a 4-up within the deck. Goldo is a 2-drop 10k combo with 5k power. I do like the Goldo just because he is 10k power. But activate main, switch this card to rest mode, and choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards, and it cannot be switched to active mode during your opponent's next turn. So this card could potentially just stun your opponent's battle cards that's attacked already. So I do like that effect. Yeah. But then we just have a skillless 2-drop Berter 10k combo with 20k power. I'll still say you'll still play this card just because, you know, it is just a card that you're able to play for cheap. But then you have a 3-drop Raccoon 5k combo at 20k power. Raccoon is actually one of the best cards within your deck. So on play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. So it's a Self-Awakener. Then play up to 1 battle card with 2 or less and its Ginyu Force and the special traits from your hand. So technically, right, you're gonna play this 3-drop Raccoon on 3 when you have 3 energy. Then you're gonna try to attempt to cheat out this Ginyu right here. If you have 3 or more, Frieza's Army. So you tap 3, play the Raccoon, play this Ginyu, then you untap 2 energy. So you're just basically just swarming your board with Ginyu Force cards. So yeah, that's basically just all the Ginyu Force right there. But then you have your extra cards right here. You have their 1-drop Crusher Ball, activate main, draw 1 card, then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and switch it to rest mode. I do like Crusher Ball. Crusher Ball is actually really good. The fact that you're able to just replace this card and switch your opponent's battle card to rest is very, very strong. But then you have Body Change. It's a 1-drop, activate main / battle, choose up to one of your active mode battle cards and switch it to rest mode, then choose up to one of your other battle cards with 4 costs or less and switch it to active mode. So the fact that you're able to potentially swing more during your turn, or just or you can just basically just restand a blocker with this. I do like Body Change, but I'm not a huge fan of it, but I do like the potential it has. But then you have a 1-drop Bonds of Ginyu Force. As an activate battle, choose your leader or up to one of your battle cards that gains 10k power for the turn, or for the battle. Then this card gains 5k power for the battle for each card with Ginyu Force with special traits among your leader and battle cards. So I do like the Bonds of Ginyu Force. You're at least getting plus 5k because of your leaders on board, but then you have a plus 5 also to whatever you give a battle card also. So potentially this is just a 1-drop 20k. So Bonds of Ginyu is actually really strong. But then you have your 1-drop. Now you see the power of the Ginyu Force. Activate main. If you have 2 or more battle cards with Ginyu Force with the special traits, draw 2 cards. I do like this card because tapping 1 and drawing 2 cards is very, very strong. All right, guys, that is it for the Ginyu archetype. But now I do have like a little deck list, a mock-up deck list for you guys to, you know, just try out for yourselves when Ginyu Force does come out. So let's go ahead and go over to that. All right, guys, let's get into the deck list. So our deck list is going to be 50 cards still. I can't see a reason to go over 50 cards right now because there's only set 1 and you just want to make everything consistent. But other than that, let's get into the deck list. All right, we have our 4 1-drop sorbets. 1, it's a Frieza army, and 2, it's just a 1-drop cantrip. So you just play it, draw 1 card, and it counts as a Frieza army. So this is actually pretty good. I do like sorbet. All right, and we have our 2-drop starter deck Frieza. This card is really, really amazing. It helps you awaken when you attack. You can add a card to your life to your hand. You can switch any of your opponent's cards that's 3 or less and switch it to rest mode. So Frieza, both of these are Frieza's army, so they count towards your leader. But then you have your Ginyu, your 2-drop Ginyu, that's a searcher. So you definitely want to play 4 of that. 4 Raccoon, because this card is just bonkers. It's another Self-Awakener for your deck. Tap 3, play this. add a card for your life to your hand, potentially just awaken right there, then potentially to drop another Ginyu Force card on your board. And most likely you do want to play this the super rare Ginyu Force right here, and the fact that you're able to untap 2 energy and to extend your plays, this is definitely going to be a 4 of within your deck. But then we have the 4 of Jace. It's a lot of 4-ofs within this deck, but the 4 of Jace is just your 1-drop 20k attacker towards your opponent and towards your awakened opponent. So this card is really good, and mostly all your Ginyu Force cards that you're going to attack with are 20k. But we have our Goldo. I like this card because its activate main is okay, but I usually like it because just because it's a 10k. So I do like Goldo. I'm playing 3 of the Berter because it's just a 20k attacker, and it has the 10k combo also, so that's great. I'm playing 3 of your the super rare Cooler. I just like this card. It's extremely good. It's a blocker, and when attacking and while you block, you're able to do some nutty things towards your opponents. So this card's really good, and I think every deck right now should be at least playing some double strikers. So I'm playing 2 of the Golden Frieza starter deck double striker because this card is just this card sometimes just wins games itself, and it has that Goldo effect. When you attack, you can choose one of your opponent's rested cards, and that card cannot be restood. All right, so these next 4 cards are actually just extra cards. Let's just go over them. I do like all 4 of the Ginyu Force cards, extra cards. I just didn't know which ones I like the most, so depends on what you like. But I like all of them because they all come in handy in different situations. Crusher Ball just digs deeper in within your deck, and the fact that you're able to rest mode of any of your opponent's battle cards is really good. Bonzo the Ginyu Force is just a card that boosts up one of your Ginyu Force cards, so I do like that. Now you see the power of the Ginyu Force. This card is just amazing. The fact that you just tap 1 energy and draw 2 cards, I like this card a lot. And Body Change is basically just the fact that you're able to restand some cards to attack again. And then you're playing the 3-drop Ginyu because I'm just playing 2 copies of this because 1, it's a 10k combo, and 2, it can threaten your opponent still. And on play, you're able to just grab any of these cards right back from your drop area to your hand, so potentially you have more copies of each of your extra cards. And then lastly, you have 4 of the super combo. I just chose Chilai because she's a Frieza army, and just thematic wise, I just like this card for, you know, since everybody's Frieza's army. But yeah, guys, that's it. This is just a mock-up deck list. Don't think I've really tested with these cards, because I haven't, because, you know, I don't have the cards within you know, my hand or anything. But yeah, this is you can, you know, just check out when the set actually drops. Just gonna try this deck list out. I won't try it out, and yeah, that's about it, guys. But if you like what you see, go ahead and like and comment down below. And you know, if you haven't not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the boy. I'm gonna have a lot more Fusion World content here on the channel. But other than that, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.